man, insufferably prideful. No, we're not. Oh, and women are all paragons of humanity. I'm sensing a story here. There's always a story. Every bias is brought from perspective, after all. She takes a sip from a barrel and leans her head on her paw. Hear my tale. During the early days, when the gates stood open, one winter long ago, I was tasked to guard a passage on the border of an empire you will never know. The empire's goddess sent an androsphinx to guard the very same passage. His name was Tremblem. Tremblem? It's a nice name. Our meeting was by chance and by fate. Sounds romantic. You were both sent to guard the same gate. Must have been cramped in that lair. Same gate. Not the point right now. She wants you to listen, nod your head, yada yada yada. Yeah. We had the same mission sent by different powers, a simple mishap. Trem was a gallant specimen. He spoke with an air of grandeur and purpose. It was easy to spend hours in his company, days and months. Though we became increasingly physical in our relationship, our conversation steadily became more stale. After years of sharing a lair, I sensed a bitter tone gnawing its way into every interaction between us. He would berate my every action. He would go on a month-long hunting trips and come back empty-handed. Okay. He would end every philosophical discussion or debate, even those we had with visitors, with snarky comments. Tell me, with whom do you believe this venom originated? Which one of us would be at fault, so to say? Considering your general stance on masculinity, I'd say you, yeah. That was my thought as well. Maybe you two just weren't compatible. Considering the general theme of this conversation, I'd say him. Maybe you just weren't compatible. An understatement. I pushed for him to tell me where this irritable act of his came from. After many long arguments, he relented. Guess what Trem confessed to be the cause of his toxic behavior. He had a thorn stuck in his paw. He was bored of the relationship. It's not a sex thing, is it? I don't know. He was bored of the relationship. He laughs. Not even that. She takes a big gulp from her wine barrel. He said I was arrogant, that I could never be wrong, that I was stubborn. Well. Don't say that out loud. Stare at her. Well. Okay, yeah, let's do it. She gives you an evil blue glare. It took time for me to truly understand why he would say such things. Eventually I figured it out. Trem was intimidated by me. Oh my god. Girl, stop. For the half century we spent together. Oh, okay, damn. He never once could keep up in our debates. He never could solve my best riddles, nor even understand many of the most basic of his philosophical topics I brought up. I mean, okay, yeah. I never had a problem with this at all. It was endearing to watch him struggle. Oh man. I never would have assumed such a magnificent man would succumb to the lowest of sins, pride. Trem could not stand to be outmatched, at least not in the long run, so we parted ways. As amicable as could be given the circumstances. That was my first mission here on this your realm. A separation was wise. You should have let him win once in a while. No, a true man seeks greatness in his partner. He does not fear it. She nods. Yeah. That I believe, but both ways, of course. She nods. When I told him the same thing, he did not respond positively. The Sphinx gives you a faint smile. One thing I truly desire is for my mind to delve inwards. Same. That can be done via intellectual excursions of many kinds, dialogues, debates, sharing experiences, yeah. Thank you for listening to my tale, little one. Less of a dialogue and more of a monologue, or an appeasement. But hey, whatever floats her boat. No, actually, I like that. Wait, this was a debate? Does that mean you won the debate? Is there a prize? Oh my god, your bias is not wrong, but remember, all folk, man and women alike, Sphinx or human, are both pitiful, spiteful, and wonderful in their own very unique way. Your story is very interesting. I will think about it, what you've told me. Did I win? No, your bias is not wrong. Well said. It is not often I am given the chance to be truly surprised by a mortal, and a man nonetheless. Dude, calm down. What can I say? What can I say? I am a hero, destined for greatness. Thank you, Guardian of the Vault. Just not here. Thanks. This might help you in your quest, little one. Now, any questions you have for me? What do you know about the tea shop? It startled me, which is not an easy thing to do. I'd imagine you're quite close to it. Yes, an explosion like that has not been felt in this place for decades at least. Stay quiet for a few seconds, then jump towards her and yell boo. Understandable. Stupid. Understandable. Yes, it reminds me of our darkness, what your people call the Fade Era. The second our 5 eras, when Yor went silent and the ancient terrors were slowly replaced by those in charge today. This is when humans first arrived, for example. It was a time just before I was tasked with guarding this vault. Then the mollusca Tolin cattle often bargained with me for divine knowledge and assistance. I like those snails. They were good company. That's what I meant. I thought the answer was the snails. The snails. I was saddened when their city melted under Esser's fire. The crackling of those flames, the terrible forces that ruined everything in his path. Flames of many colors. Hold on. Okay. Blue, perhaps? Memories of beasts in the day of yore. Those thoughts stirred in me when I felt that explosion. Old magic. You've been here since the Fade Era. There were some excursions early on, but yes, a bit over a millennia. That's awesome. Thank you. Snails. She nods. They built the first city here. From what I know, they walked their streets. You've walked their streets, little one. These are my streets, not theirs. Can you tell me more about these folks? A bit, yes. They were masters at wizardry far before the alchemists, or human for that matter, even arrived to Yor's coast. They made some poor choices during their rise and fall. They aligned with Yor against the gods, for one. And, of course, they picked the wrong side of the Dragon's War. It's a tragic tale of a civilization that I truly believe to be good. Good for the coast. They were just a little slow. Caught up to them in the end. Do you think it was dragonfire that caused the explosion? No, I do not. It was much more concentrated of a blast. Besides, a dragon large enough to cause such destruction would also surely not be capable of sneaking away without a single witness. Could someone have used fireball? Could cause the explosion. The Sphinx shrugs. I've seen more than a fair share of those in my time. Seems like everyone uses it. A third level fireball would not come close to that power. Any other spells then? Destructive spells come in all sizes and shapes, little one. But there's a saying amongst arcanists that any spell made to cause damage is just fireball in different clothing. So who knows? I'm not sure you'll figure it. But I'm sure you'll figure it out. Tell me about Esert. I prefer not. His terrible reign is a topic left out of polite conversation. Whenever you see the flaming mounds upon the buried coast lit up in smoke and cinder, you will know his will has gone away. Not for a moment. Flames of many colors. Blue, yellow, and purple. Yeah. It is said you can see the said if you can see the purple, it will be the last thing you do. That's all for now. What are you waiting for? I'm not. What? Why? You're not apolitical, are you? She shakes her head. I cannot leave a vote, I'm afraid. Even if it was my business to leave an imprint on the affairs of mortals, you can't leave here for even a minute or two. If you'd leave, well, if you could leave, what would you vote? Oh, I don't know. She points a claw at you. What would you have me vote for if you were in my shoes? The nationalists. They will uphold our stability in the long. The free striders. They will bring prosperity to all. The Asgulls. They will make a city a fair. See, I don't know. I was a bit towards the free striders, but then I'm like, no. Ah, yes, a bunch of failed revolutionaries will surely be the best choice to safeguard the future. She gives you a knowing smile. Okay, good to know. What's the door behind you? Nothing? But it's clearly something. How perceptive of you, little one. She holds up a paw as if presenting a prize. Behind me lays but one divine vault of many. She lowers her head slightly in a tiny bow. I am its protector, and it's really not more complicated than that. You are a very impressive creature, you know that? Oh my god. She taps her claw. Where are you going with this, little one? Oh boy. Get ready to run. Yeah, this might be a bad idea. Your goblin companion kicks you in the chin. No. You want to get maced? Is it you? This is how you get maced. Do it. Oh my god. Well, this isn't really surprising, but you have no idea where to take this next. The giant snake sips on the wine and gives you a side eye. Well, no, I got nothing. She laughs. Not surprising. Do you really want to woo her? I'm not a bard, I guess. Well, how would it even work? Logistically, the purple one is correct. You should go home to your mother and cry, then sleep for 27 hours, and then not leave your room for another week, and then be unemployed for 6 months. That seems more suitable. The Sphinx puts down her barrel of wine and leans in to say, "Little one, I don't know if you are sobbing or having a fit, but please focus." Do you wish to ask something else? I'll be going now. Oh my god, that is so funny. Okay. Well, let's talk. It'll be something akin to 1,000 a month, standard fare, really. Obviously, all of my prosperity deals would have been included in that, obviously. Which would make it more akin to double the price, at least. The orc woman places her cup on the counter and leans forward. We hope you'll consider it. The fiendish woman behind the counter gives her a wide, sharp grin. Vera turns to leave, almost walking right into you. Oops! Cleric, lovely to see you again, but I cannot stop and chat. Do swing by water lane later, will you? Ah. As the orc steps past you and leave the tavern, you look over to the woman behind the bar. She locks eyes with you while putting away the orc's cup. Approach. Behold. Demon. Entrepreneur. Money, money, money! This is what you get when the pragmatism of devilhood mixes with the dexterity of humanish fingers. Mint-making, crown-conscious capital creator of the highest class. Entrepreneurship is about disruption. It's about seeing through the common clay and fingers out the hack of reality. It's like magic, really, except it works on scale. Behind the counter stands a woman of fiendish origin. A thiefling. Folk with demonic or devilish blood in their veins often have features such as horn, tail, red or blue skin color, and various esoteric abilities. Welcome to the Drunk Sphinx. Well, my good lord, a cleric. How lovely to see the city stop by. She gives you her full attention. Name's Riksbiter. I'll be serving you tonight. Point at her horns. How did that happen? I'm the cleric of Norvik. Actually, I need to make it clear to you that I'm not the cleric. No way. You're the tavern owner? Do you have a bunch of information that could help me in my quest? I am the cleric. The cleric. Oh my. Aren't you a catch? Yay, you're a cleric. Okay. How did that happen? Oh. She mouths she mouths and gives her left horn a pat. Funny story, actually. My family fled the last megastorm of Haixi. I think it was the last few years of the Coast War. They were invited to join a blah guild due to my father's influence as a former diplomat. Megastorm. Like a storm, but mega. Don't happen too often. That's where I was born. So technically I'm a native Vorgani. But to answer your question, both of my parents were members of the House of Fire. Low ranking, of course, but still influential in the political of several smaller coastal towns in the western jungle. House of Fire, the aristocratic ruling of several cities in the Haixi. They are famous for being elves, humans, or even celestial who interminged with demonic forces of the region. And I don't know if you know much about the folks of Haixi, but let's just say horns are quite common sight among the highborn. She talks too much. You talk too much. Thank you for the information. No problem. I'm quite proud of the journey I've made with or without my bloodline backing me. You're the tavern owner? Sure. If there's something I can do for you, just ask. I know more than most in this sprawling city of ours. Look at her little hoofs. So cute. Oh, Snell, she exclaims as she noticed him over the counter. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes? Want something to drink? I'm on the clock, he nods towards you. Oh, you're the escort, eh? That's not how I'd phrase it, but sure. She laughs and sticks a sharp finger in your face. Don't get Snell into much trouble, you hear? He's already grumpy enough as it is. The two of them clearly share a past in an enemy to lover kind of way, only without the lover part. What's up with the gesture towards the Sphinx? That's Ulysses. Great gal. She's a Genosphinx. She's been here since, like, early Gate era. But good luck getting more than that out of her. Eh? We got her to talk. I heard... Oh. My controller jumps back up sometimes. You always drink that much? Yeah, that's the only reason this place is open. She lets us all hang around her sacred chamber, and in return I get her pumped on some river wine. Coast wine. It's coastwise is not that much more than a regular city rent. I heard her riddle. I think we all did. But good luck. Not often she gives out a personal puzzle like that. Means one thing. Ulysses wants to put you up to the test, so to speak. How many people have solved one of her riddles? 2, she smirks. That I know of, at least. One was a bit more discreet than the other. However, I promised to keep it a secret, so... She's almost desperate to spill the beans. Hell yeah. Fine, I'll say, but promise not to tell anyone. The first one is sort of a myth these days, but it was your god. Good cleric. Earth. Earth solved the Sphinx trial? Yep. I wasn't here to witness it, of course, but that's what Ulysses told me. And if you can't trust the ancient Genosphinx, then who can you trust? And the second? A year ago, I caught a certain fellow entrepreneur having a chat with Ulysses, and I ended up getting a glimpse of their convo. It was Visken. Ah, you know, the local mortician. Ulysses won't talk about it, but he totally solved one of her riddles and got something in return. No idea what, but hey, you didn't hear that from me, she says and winks. Okay. Thanks for telling me about the Sphinx. You two are friends now? No. Don't say that. You're hurting my feelings. There's tension here. If you want to rise out... If you want a rise out of him, ask about it. I sense sexual tension between you two. Does Snell spend a lot of time here? I don't think Snell finds you very attractive. Great, I got some other questions. Oh, really? I hadn't noticed. Although I do wonder what his type is. Don't tell anyone, but I think he might be into goblins. Probably something like lizard folks. Really? She says with an exaggerated expression. What a juicy rumor. Don't fucking talk about me like I'm not here. And Claire, don't play into her mind game. She'll drain the wholesomeness out of your damn soul. Oh, I like that. Drain the wholesomeness. I should put that on a poster. What about you, Cleric? Do you find me attractive? Really, really not your type. Would be fun, but no. You do not feel even an ounce of fear or trepidation before this woman. She's not sexually compatible with you. No, not really. Look her up and down. No. Okay, I could, potentially. She pumps her fist in the air. Yes, a score! She laughs and says, I haven't seen such enthusiasm from a man since I dated that devil cultist. I think she's cute as hell. Boy, was he disappointed when he found out I'm 5/4 demon. That was a joke, probably. I sense sexual tension between you two. That's... Snell quickly snapped at you with a glare. That's a statement I will strongly refute. The fiendish woman nods. Of course, refuted it is. It is. For sure, absolutely. She laughs and leans in over the counter. All jokes aside, this is all part of the job, you know. Flirting, bullying, creating sexual tension, harassing goblins, being a little fiend, being sarcastic, talking too much, being a pain in the ass, answering all my questions. Every single one. Harassing goblins? No, it's more of a hobby. Being a little fiend? That's just in my blood. Flirting? Well, sure. Bullying? I wouldn't call it that, more playful teasing. Creating sexual tension? A bit more on the nose, but sure. Being sarcastic? Always. Talking too much? No. She gives you a stern frown. The goblin raises an eyebrow. She bursts out laughing. Actually, yes. Being a pain in the ass? Every day. I see. Oh my god. It just happens to be... It just happens to be as such that Snell here is a very hard nut to crack. The hardest. The goblin closes his eyes and mutters something to himself. Your companion doesn't seem to enjoy the horned woman's attention. You do not feel any nervousness speaking to this woman. Well, duh, she's not your type. That's pretty obvious. Let's not spend a lot of time here. You don't need to ask her. It's not relevant. It does, she says, ignoring his comment, although this is the most convenient third place for the HBBT, so it's not like he's got too many options. Third place, a place for community and socialization that is not the home or work. Great. What do you know about the tea shop? It blew up? People keep saying that. Sigh deeply. She gives you a quick shrug. Wasn't there. Not usually on Tolstad over noontime. I'm more of a night gal, obviously. So I'm not much help, sadly. I've just heard the regular. But I can recommend talking to the kid at the kiosk upstairs. His brother comes here often and I overheard him talking about it. Yeah, I spoke to Arn. Great. Hope you didn't scare him too much. Kidding. Tell him about the owner of the tea shop. Drummer? He's a real piece of work. Like, I'm impressed that he kept the tea shop afloat for so long, but look, it's just rumors, okay? I love rumors. She leans in with a smirk. Same. The drummer keeps the tea shop full of Askalists, mostly young ones. But supposedly, he'd been working with the Freestriders on the side, like some kind of spy, she laughs. Could you imagine? Does he come here often? Nah. Or, well, yeah. Is that a maybe? Look, I see him around. He's not a regular, but then he does show up. When he does show up, he's loud and wants to perform, you know. He gestures drumming on the counter, not the greatest patron. Do you think he blew up the tea shop himself? No. She shakes her head and repeats her answer. No, that bird couldn't make a ballsy move like that. Now run away from it? Sure, that's what I'd expect. And indirectly, I'd be surprised if he's not at least a little to blame. Where do you think he's at? Well, I do remember him mentioning something of an escape plan one time. Really? That sounds very relevant. The bird was drunk, okay? Muttered something about covering every liability. And how his escape plan was... Look, I thought it was a bad joke. But he said, from what I can recall, that his plan was to sneak into a crate and ship himself to Reed's. That's a wicked good plan. You should look for him on Water Lane at a warehouse or something. That's ridiculous. That wouldn't work, would it? This bird is smarter than I thought. I mean, I'm sure it happened at some point historically. She shrugs, drunk and rambling, but if I were you, I'd check Water Lane. That's it for now. Do you know a man called Frank, son of Frank? Your question causes her to let out a hearty laugh. I'm so happy I'm not the one having to ask that stupid fucking question. No, I'm afraid I haven't. She eventually managed to tell you. Sorry, Cleric. She probably gets 100 of people asking, using that fake name during any given week. I'm searching for a paladin. She shakes her head. Don't expect to find much. I haven't seen Lord Gorm for a week. You know him? I've handed him drinks a few times, exchanged a few words. So sure, I know him. What does he look like? Big guy, Earthguard-like outfit, but with more golds. Not the type you'd like to arm wrestle. Other than that, green eyes, blonde, long hair. A fancy nobleman in armor, got it. Did he wear a helmet? Oh, no, never actually. He always showed off those golden locks. Guess his proclivity for vanity very much surpasses your own, Cleric, she says with a playful smile. You ever heard him say anything suspicious? She laughs. Look, drunkards say all kinds of shit. Can't read too much into it. What did you hear? Mostly a bunch of ranting about how every single political entity in the city should be burned to the ground. Some typical pro-human slogans. You know, the stuff. It sounds like objective truth to me. So Lord Gorm is a fascist, got it. I'm sure he has his reasons to be upset. She laughs. No, he's a fascist. Might be simplifying the issue a bit, but sure. You know where I could find him. I hear all kinds of rumors, Cleric. Either he's cracked under pressure and started living as a fisherman or a beggar on Water Lane, or he's died in the tunnels below fighting undead abominations, or he's jumped on a ship to Muletown. Maybe Lord Gorm wants to head out into the infinite wastes through Toll's Pass. Either way, I don't think you're going to find him, Cleric. But maybe there's some clues as to his fate somewhere here on Tollstad. Who knows? Thank you. You read the Ascal chant? Nah, not my scent. Not my scene. But I was like, not my scent. I haven't heard that expression before. But since the tea shop went poof, I've got a lot more patrons bringing it in here. I wonder why. Very strange. Why? Wink back. She sighs and rolls her eyes. Duh, Ascals love that tea shop. Now they're slowly trickling in here. Is the Ascal chant a big newspaper? Oh gods, no. It's just a very popular copper paper. Where is it printed? No clue. Here it's somewhere in Tolstad though. In some dark corner, probably by a group of angry dwarves, I imagine. Who writes the article is in it? She shrugs. A group of angry dwarves? Look, there's a reason why nobody knows anything about this damn thing. It's illegal. Whoever's printing it doesn't have a license, so the city keeps trying to bust them. It's sort of funny when you think about it. What do people think about it? It's ridiculous. You've got the third largest political paper in the city, and it's printed in the shadows. Nobody knows who the chanter is, and every article is just signed off, written by a concerned citizen. It's very dramatic, but other than that, people either hate it or love it, depend entirely on their politics. Is it a magical newspaper? No, it's just a very cheap one, printed and distributed in mysterious ways. Sounds magical to me. It's impressive. Agreed. And they've run it for like 2 years, I think. Crazy long time. Will be one hell of a story once they get caught. If. Is the paper political? Oh, not at all. Not at all. Indeed, it's in fact the only newspaper in existence that ever manages to be completely apolitical in every way, shape, and form. She's fucking with you. That's glorious. You're fucking with me. I am. Sorry, she says, and lets out a dark chuckle. The Ascot chant is clearly a highly politicized paper. It's literally filled to the brim with Ascot propaganda. That's all about the paper. Are you voting? When are you waiting for the election? That's a cheeky question. No, it's not. Don't worry. I will not repress your political opinions. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. No, it's not. It's subjective. I disagree. She looks confused for a moment before continuing. She clearly loves to talk about her own thoughts and opinions for days, so early on I thought about voting for the agriculture party. They had a big focus on small business owners. That's me. But obviously they moved over to bigger worker class focus and are now completely swallowed by Ascalism. So now I'm leaning towards the freestriders. They want to build up the economy and increase trade, which will directly make my life so much easier. Plus, it's hard to ever vote for the nationalists when they want my kind to be second-class citizens. Yeah. And the freestriders will let you buy your way to first class or what? She gives him a half smirk, something like that. You liked the agriculture party? Liked. They had a neat manifesto, okay? Freedom of movement and business type shit. Why not vote green? She holds up her hand and gives you an incredible smile. Yeah, that word. I like to keep my profits, duh. Your companion scoffs. You're a freestrider then. Hey, just because I'll vote for them doesn't mean I am dedicated for life. They happen to be the most useful for my business, nothing else. Well, it is a bit like that. You should vote for what's... Okay, I'm not gonna make it political. Why would more trade make your life easier? She looks around. Tolstad is already a hotbed for travelers coming in from all around the coast. If the tariffs are lowered, especially between Riedsian and cities, we'll be seeing twice as much traffic on Waterlane. That means twice as many patrons. I might even have to expand. Sounds to me like you don't understand the nationalists. Fucking fascists. No, sorry. Fuck fascists. Give her a high five. She enthusiastically meets your hand in a satisfying smack. Holy shit. Hell yeah! Oh, that's enough. Oh no, tell me about yourself. Oh no, guys, we're gonna be here forever. Please do dive on in, Cleric. Anything in particular you'd like me to rant about? Tell me about your business. My favorite topic. I've got several businesses, in fact. Some people call me a bit of a serial entrepreneur. So it's just a tavern, not an inn. Okay. Not an inn, sadly. I've been thinking of expanding, but as you might imagine, it's quite difficult, especially with all the wonderful complexities created by our own home lord. The magistrate handling, constitution, public housing, blah 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 blah. If only the city held another city below crusade, then I might be able to dig out a few rooms, but for now it's just a tavern. Though usually a local cat holds dance classes here once a week, that's paused during the election though. Anyhow, I'm rambling. Did you want the story about how I produced this location? Tell me your story, but focus on the tavern. This tavern was born out of my meeting with Ulysses. She nods her head in the direction of the massive sphinx on the end of the chamber. She guards this place for centuries, millennia, God only knows how long. Even our good Lord Earth just lets her be. But I managed to get her to open up a bit. A few drinks later, we got a contract signed. Today, it's a highly successful establishment with patrons from all over the world. Things are a bit slow these days with the whole tea shop drama, but alas, things will pick up soon, I'm sure. That's not how you use alas in a sentence. Oh yeah, she talks so damn much you barely even picked up on it. This fiend loves the sound of her voice, can be very useful. Tell me about you. You're devil or demon, fiend? Neither. You know, I suppose the city classifies me as a fiendish guest citizens or whatever the legal definition is, but my blood origin is demon like all houses of fire. She winks and says, I try not to flaunt it too much, tends to get the boys a bit too excited, you know? They clearly crave her abysses. What? Abyssy? Don't say that aloud. Abusi. What? Nothing. Never mind. She cracked a devilish demonic smile. Stupid game. You know, I have heard that term before. It's one of those things the youngsters throw around, right? It's a bit cringe, isn't it? Your legs falter. Such a blow. You probably shouldn't say that. Say that out loud. Every time I try to take the funniest option, I get hurt. How did you end up here? Oh wait, if you won't listen to your senses, then at least listen to the bartender. Long story. Oh gods. I'll keep it short. I'm sure you got better things to do. Essentially, family from Haiksey, born in Vorgany, raised in Reeves during the worst of the revolution. Left my family behind and came here to start anew. Now I'm building businesses left and right. Ascan is a wonderful land full of promise. I love it here. She leans in and smirks. Thank you so much for talking to an outcast like myself, cleric. She's hitting on you. Hit back. I punch her? No, that's not now. Not really the moment for that. She would destroy you, despite being the same size as you. I flirt back? Yes. Impossible. You do not find her attractive. Boo. The red one is correct, but still boring. Oh, what is my type? Too big of a question to ask while you're awkwardly staring at this horned woman. Don't call her that. It's mean to reduce a person to however horny they might appear. That's not... Whatever, just say something. You've been staring at her silently for 15 seconds now. I do not answer for the Visa or the Immigration Guild. You're welcome, citizen. I am. She shows her sharp teeth and a bright smile. What's your mother's maiden name? She's going to, am I allowed to say that? Isn't that a curse thing? Like knowing the true name of a devil or something? So, you're a devil. No, I mean, you're not one of those folk that keep confusing devils and demons, are you? Stare there for a little bit and say, there's a difference. She stares back at you. Alright, well, let's just move on and I'll keep that a secret just in case, okay? She winks at you. You are unaffected by the wink. We don't like her, apparently. Okay, I think she's cool as hell. How do I get to the undercoast? I don't know. She points downwards. Head down until gravity flips. Never been myself. Alright. Alright. I get. Oh. Oh, no. Wow. Alright, well. The goblin glances at you. Smarter. Snell. Don't cause any trouble. Okay. Snell motions for you both to leave the guy alone. Hello, Smarter. He just stares at you. Leave him. As the two of you take a step away, Snell sighs. Smarter is a notorious pickpocket. Don't let him get too close. You should learn from Smarter. So he's a goblin. Oh, he's a common thief then. Cool! He's a rogue, like me. He glares at you. No, look, I'm talking a real, actual, pathological kleptomania case. Like, can't keep his hand away from a pocket type deal. Except Smarter, he fails every single time, hurting himself in the process. Oh. Yeah. I don't think he's ever gotten away with anything. So just be careful around him. I don't want him hurting himself again. Oh, okay, let's not stick around then. Okay, so that's just how you leave. What was this one? Ah, yeah, he wants to kill you. The scent of smoke fills your helmet as you approach the hooded goblin. He takes a drag from the pipe, his rough face illuminated. Greetings, citizens. Show me your face. It's rude to hide like that. Didn't I see you at Pillar Crossing? The hooded goblin does not reply at first, then he just looks at Snell with a foul frown. As you're getting more cran by the day, a goblin traitor, the one who signed the Goblin Treaty giving away everything to Earth after the Goblin Genocide. Sometimes goblins invoke his name to call another goblin a human lover. Fuck you. Kick him lightly. Which tribe do you belong to? You hear him clear his throat slowly, as suggests bothering someone else. Human. You know this guy now? Sure, that's Raz. Ignore him. He's not interesting. The hooded goblin lets out a cloud of smoke. Listen to your pet, cleric. What was that? Did you say something, Raz? Killing intent. He only scoffed at Snell's question. I feel like there's some tension here. Both of them quietly glare at each other. What do you know about the tea shop? He doesn't know shit. The hooded goblin laughed. Needs help, huh? Figured. Are you insulting me, goblin? So you'll help? Nah. Fuck off. Your companion turns to you and mutters, God, he's such a fucking cunt. What are you voting for in the election? None of your fucking business, human. It is my business. You have to tell me. I'm the cleric of Norvik. He blows out a big cloud of foul-smelling smoke. Nah. So who do you work for? Why would I tell you? Why wouldn't you? Is it embarrassing? Do you work for like, Viskin or something? The goblin freezes. No, what? It does. Wow, yeah. He didn't even need to pick up on anything there. Fuck off, human. Glass him. No, let's go. Alright, well. Jukebox disabled. Okay, could we talk more with the... Give her the thumbs up. She doesn't look at you. Hey, I have some questions. She pauses her playing for a second and calls out. Thanks for the donation, but please, not now. Right, okay. The main exit. Where did we go into? Oh no. Is it the place with the guy? Save? No? Okay. I thought he would rush up towards us, but I guess not. There you are. I really wanted to try that pipe thing again before we finish this episode. But now that it's evening, it might be looking very different. We look down the pipe, crawl inside. Hey Snell, check it out for me. Huh? Check out what exactly? The hole. Go inside. You seriously think that I... He stammers and points to the pipe. He laughs. You do that yourself. I'll help kick if you get stuck. The goblin doesn't want to go inside the pipe because it's disgusting. Come on, Snell is the only way we'll ever solve this mystery. No, both to me crawling into the shit pipe and that it would somehow solve the mystery. Idea rejected. Sigh loudly. Never mind then. Fine, I'll do it myself. Oh no, okay, yeah, alright. Can't seem to get further without immense force. Snell, doesn't look like I'm getting anywhere. Just keep going, it'll be great. Give up. The hole is made for you, yet you do not fit. Strange. It should have solved all the mysteries. Oh well. Oh, okay. Maybe another time. but also... Okay, look, we have... There's so much going on. Okay. We did that. That's good. We can't go and talk to the kid yet. We need to get to the coin lord. Drunkenheart bragging about the secret escape, shipping himself in a crate to Reese. You should check out the warehouse in Waterlane View. But also, like, I don't really know. That's the city. Oh, damn. I was hoping that I could... How do I get this one back now? Damn, okay, well... I was hoping that I could... Oh, there's the Waterlane View. Oh, okay. So I was down there. Yeah, The little devil is gone. Oh, no, she's back there. Is that you, Snell?
Huh?
Ha, he says, laughing. Funny. I don't know the guy who made it. Calls himself Goblin. He's a bit of a twat. Place your hand up on the wall. Yeah, alright. What's that? Oh. Tucked away bird nest. You see a bird nest nestled on the edge of the protruding stone tile. Got some eggs in it, and you spot something shiny below it. Appears to be unguarded. Scary beast, those seagulls. Yeah, but whoever made this nest isn't around, so... Could you imagine the goodies? Could be worth climbing out. I'd really like to climb out and give it a shot. No. Come on, just a little thrill. Push it. You will die. I fell into the river once, why not twice? You got twists at the thought of tumbling down those red rocks. Stop this. You have nothing to gain. Nothing? Now that's just not true. Your job is self-preservation. This is not it. Self-preservation comes a lot easier with coin. Gotta risk a little to gain a lot. Nothing here to gain except another death. Boring. So very boring. Yeah. That's not. Aww. Okay. But also, what is that? Can I get to that thing there? It's like a little sliver. No. Yeah, it's so dark here now. Open manual of esoteric geometry. Flip the tome open, handwritten. You do not understand the language. Yeah, okay. The goblin lets out a tired sigh. Don't complain, Snell. This is important research. Get my hand on comprehend language. Right. That is a spell you use to keep prepared at all times. Find a spell scroll. Maybe you could buy it somewhere. It's fairly common. Don't complain. He shrugs. Fine, I'll take a breather. You do your research. Can I try to read it? No. You have no idea what it means. Okay. But we also didn't go through these ones. We could just flip through them. Got a whole library here. It gives you a worried look. We do have slightly more important stuff to handle than reading, at least now, Cleric. I'm not reading it. I don't really... Oh, okay. I should probably read it, but this is way too much reading. Stories of children are useless. Do not waste your time here. Continue. Okay, for anyone who wants to read it, okay, there. Okay. Oops, you feel faint. Alright. Yeah, cool. Getting some exp. Long ass forward. It's like 5 pages. Old man likes to ramble. Oh, okay. Close the book. Alright. You really want the book? One day it will be yours. It's very confusing. I'm putting back the book. Okay. Leave the books. See if he has anything new to say. Hello? Oh, I heard you solved Ulce's riddle. You're a better investigation than I imagined, Cleric. Yes, I completed one of her riddles. Can you help me solve my riddle? What was your riddle? It was a test, if anything, about fire, life, and death. That's all I can say. Oh, you're bound by some oath? No, Cleric, I simply being courteous. To Ulcis, he nods. To the Sphinx. So you know Ulcis then? She is aware of me. We do not fraternize. But I do not enjoy angering her. Can you help me solve my riddle? No. What I can say is, the Sphinx enjoys wine and company. She only wants to see what you are capable of, not your intellectual prowess. What? He stares at you blankly. She wants to test your esoteric might. Most likely due to your natural existence. My existence? Yes. Figure out what her riddle asks you to perform, then perform it through magic. Oh, should not be too difficult for you. It shall be solved. Right, that's all I wanted to ask. What can you tell me about this guy? The goblin sneakily leans in and whispers back, You want a rundown? Right in front of him? Glances back at the pale man. I don't think he can hear us. That's not the point, Cleric. Call out to Viskin. Can you hear us? No, Cleric, nor am I listening. Go ahead. See? The goblin sighs. Give me the rundown, Snell. Viskin is a local mortician, unaffiliated, works on contracts with the city. The HVBT has a deal with him, partially because he's a neighbor and partially because he's not, a normal person. The goblin clears his throat and throws a glance back at the mortician. He's not the type you want to make enemies with, but hey, he seems to like you, so good job on that. Tell me, what do you know about the tea shop? What's there to say? I know about as much as your average Norwegian. He does a humble shrug. How much does an average Norwegian know? Very little, I'm afraid. He's looking at you, waiting for another question, despite you obviously wanting more information. The pale man is toying with you. And now you can tell me what you know about it. Of course. I heard the explosion. I went out to investigate only to find the tea shop caught up in a raging inferno. The Tolstad militia were already heading into action, so I went back inside as not to be in the way. The militia are basically a bunch of goblins keeping monsters from entering the undercoast paths. They also do firefighting and are mostly funded by the HBT. He is describing it with a wonderful rhythm. Either he is a great storyteller or this speech has been rehearsed. And that's that. What were you doing when the explosion occurred? Working. He motioned towards the stack of papers. What sort of work? If you must know, it was the end-of-life report on a sailor tragic. He doesn't want to speak on the subject, but he'll let you ask one question. I can feel it. Let's see if he's lying. Ask something really specific. A human. Yes. But I'd prefer not to speak too much on the subject, however. Understandable. Did you hear anything in particular? A loud bang, some shouting afterwards. How loud? It shook the Lich House, and mind you, this is not some ordinary basement. This is a remnant tower going hundreds of feet deep into the earth. I'd be surprised if anyone in Tolstad missed it. What sort of shouting? From the militia, they were rushing to the scene. The fire prevention declaration has truly done wonders for the city. Nothing else? As the entire district almost turned into an inferno, yes, there was quite a lot of commotion. Nothing that stands out, however. Like, actually nothing else? Not that I can recall. Are you sure? The pale man stares at you for a while. How thick are you? Pretty sure. That's enough about the sound. I'm done asking about the tea shop. Yeah. Personal questions? Ah, stop. You've already wasted enough time. Just leave. The pale man shifts in the seat. His spirit recoils. Very well. What the hell should I ask about? Ask what you can do for him. Be his servant. There's discontent in your stomach. Oh gods, get out of here. The pale man produces a sound close to a cough. What are you voting for in the upcoming election? Tell me more about this place. A lich house? This is my establishment. We handle dead bodies for the city these days. Not terribly lucrative, but it's good work. How's business? Slow, which suits me just fine. During the curse crisis a few years back, this place was stuffed to the brim with dead folk. I like it more when it's relatively empty, like today. Do you store the bodies down here? I do. The ancient ventilation system keeps this particular area cooled to an unnatural degree, even during intense summer months. The city has been very grateful patron over the years. Was it always a morgue-related business? Actually, no. I used to dabble in dentistry and surgery a while back. I scaled down that production to focus on my private life more. Private life? That's something you'd say when you don't want to talk about it. Ask about his private life. The pale man smiles as you prepare for another set of prying questions. No wife or kids? The gods have not shown me that path, no. Me neither, brother. Going for the fist bump. The gods really suck. It's never too late. They do. Any hobbies? I like taking long walks. I also enjoy theater. Sounds like something you'd say as a joke when you don't want to talk about your perverted pastimes, but I mostly focus on running this lich house. And the rest of the time? Light reading, perhaps? I should try getting more hobbies, honestly. Thank you for reminding me, cleric. Is that passive aggressiveness? It should be. Surname? None, I'm afraid. No hereditary connections here. He puts down his pencil and points 2 thumbs towards himself. Self-made man. No family at all. None, I'm afraid. I'm a war orphan. Oh, of the Coast War. Wait, how old is this guy? How old are you? I'll be 38 this year. He does speak like an old soul, but his smile is youthful. Where do you sleep? I'm sorry, where do you sleep at night? He's a vampire, no? I have a cozy apartment in the halls. It's a short commute. Got it, just wondering. No problem, cleric, happy to help. I have some less invasive questions as well. Go ahead. Alright, thank you. Cozy spot. Okay. No. Yeah. Okay, we already looked through that, but probably the zombie creature is still there, right? Nope. Basket of apples. Some look okay-ish. Let's take that. Imported goods. The receiver is marked as HVBT. An almost empty box except for stale treats and a pouch. Yep. Mine now. Ooh! slightly broken standard issue Earthguard blade. Slightly broken is completely off. Glass, glow glass. Okay, well, can we? I'm gonna use the mouse for this. Oh, that was the key. Okay, crate filled with sand. You approach the crate full of sand. They've imported sand in Norway? For what? Glass blowing? Expect the crates. You notice a little marking in the back with the letters HBVT. The lid has been tossed behind it. Look at the sand. The crate is filled to the brim. It's just sand. Hey Snell, what's up with the weird crate of sand? Huh? The goblin glances over what you're doing. Let's see, that's his mouth shuts open. Very, very wide. Nope, back off. Right now. He pushes you away from it. Oh, that bad, huh? Yep, do not touch that shit. As the two of you step away from the crate, he takes a breath. That, cleric, is a crate of mosquito sand. Okay. Without explaining further, the goblin sneaks up behind the crate and grabs the lid. Moving more carefully than you've ever seen him move before, he gently places the top of the lid. Okay. Top of the crate once more. Something must have startled it to make it push open the lid like that. He wipes some sweat from his brow. You don't want to help me with that? What would it have done to me if... From what I understand, it would have choked you, drained you of blood, and slowly mushed you inside that crate. My next option was to touch it. Thank you, Snap. Sound like a good weekend. Now let's leave it the fuck alone. Okay. Door inside the tunnel. Yeah. That's what I expected. Okay. Let's just do a cheeky save. Stairs leading down. Okay. Oh. That's a scary sound if I ever heard one. Can we take the mushrooms? Glowing mushrooms. Must be tasty. What, can I take them? Oh! Why? We are currently full health. Something soft latches itself around your ankle. There's no time. It's a trap! Oh my god, please. Fuck off. Yeah. It tightens around your boot. With a violent tug, you're forced to the ground, hitting the back of your head on the steps. Before you can even react, your entire body has been dragged over the edge. Cleric! No, no, no! You're falling! But not far. With a painful snap, your descent is stopped and... Oh god. Now you're simply left hanging. Oh, how long can I hang like this? Not long. Your skull is pooling. Within minutes, you'll lose control of your mind. Look up at the rope. You see how it's connected to a series of pitons wedged below and in the side of the stone walkway. Next to you is a hanging rock. It acts like a counterweight. Oh god. You had no chance of noticing it before it went off either. The trigger must have been a hair-fine cord or something. Gave you less than a second to react. It's like I'm in a bit of a pickle. The goblin leans over the edge with a frown. The mechanism is below. I can't reach it. I can try to grab you once you make it up here, but you gotta do most of the work yourself. Can't you get a rope or something? No time. Just take a deep breath. You can make it. Call for help! Uh-oh. So what's the plan here? You're just going for a somebody help or just a guttural fear-induced howl? Somebody help! Your voice echoes up and down the stone spiral. After a few seconds it fades. If you don't shut up, I'll cut the damn rope. Now climb. Okay. Oh god, thank you. Final deep breath. You feel the numbness spread as you heave upwards, one gloved hand grabbing the rope, then another. Through sheer power, you pull your entire body weight upwards, climbing higher and higher until a green claw grabs your hand. Your goblin companion groans as he helps you up. You roll over the edge, get the rope off. Your fingers dart around your ankle, desperate to remove the latched rope. You rip it off and toss it to the side. Free, safe, alive. That was awful. The goblin stumbled back. Fucking hell. You realize you've been holding your breath. Your lips are probably turning blue. Breathe. I need to breathe. Damn it. Air fills your lungs. You're alive. Thanks, Nell. God. Are we getting into a dungeon now? Like, really? Like, are we getting stuck in cogwheels and dying? You know, that was a nasty trap. I don't think I would have noticed it either. But still, don't let it happen again. Check out the rope. Extremely sturdy rope. Thick. Soft to the touch. You do not know the name of this material. Must be exotic. At the knots, you see a series of burnt-in letters. Someone left a message on the end of the rope itself. Behold, Bolbaslop? Crate. Creepy. Don't know what that means, but I don't like the look of it. Really, really don't. Let's go. Okay, great. More mushrooms. For no reason. I mean, I do have I have 3. How much was this one? 5. Definitely. Are you a nice rat or no? Hello. A rat. It's not really running from you. Oh, are you serious? Can I take the rat? Where are we going? Okay. I don't know if I like this. Okay. Is it another shard? Yeah. Damn, I'm a little freaked out. Pillar of Yore, it whispers to you, touch the cold pillar. Yeah. How many battles you think you've seen? How many deaths? How many noble sacrifices give one god? You do not know, and it frightens you. Perhaps one day you'll join the sacred. Oof. Your gloved hand presses against the surface. You find the will to listen, to bear the... Close your eyes and pray. Silently mumbling the same words as always to your god, to your people, and this great city, it fades. The voices grows. Not in size, but in numbers. Some of them join in your prayer, some dismiss it, some hate it. Before you, a dark landscape stretches, covered in bodies of the damned and the waiting, their soul on display for judgment and callous sorting. Among them you see one face turn to look at you. At first you believe it to be him. Then you understand, as the man who appears to be both younger and older gives you the kind of look of regret a father would have to see on seeing the return of a lost child. He turns to face the stairs. You watch him go, again. Your heart's racing, blood's pumping, you get a grip, the vision has faded. Whatever you saw, it quickly disappeared deeper into your skull. The pillar does not whisper here, it screams. Go down, further down. Huh. You understand plainly there is more to this pillar you need to investigate. It's time. In time and further below. Damn, dude. Okay, so this is where we were. Long way down. Okay. I hope we don't get attacked here, but at least I have some shitty sword. Alright. Yeah. Everything suddenly goes very, very tight. You've been swallowed whole. What's going on here? You can neither move nor breathe. Cleric, you okay? Oh shit, that's the things flying in the air, isn't it? You hear your companion's voice faint as if he's far, far away. This is possibly quite terrible. Hold on. You're not just playing around. I can't move. Oh no. Oh no. Stop playing around. Stop being like that reminds me of the time that the goblin takes a step closer to you before jolting back. All around you, acidic gel. A cube. Slang of gelatinous cube. Holy crap, okay. It is seeping into every crevice by earth that burns. Everyone knows about these, a gelatinous cube. You're statistically likely to die here and now. No, not like this! Not in this terribly embarrassing way. What kind of idiot just walks into a cube? But I couldn't do any sort of perception check. Cleric! You hear the goblin's voice faintly behind you. Listen to me. I don't know why, but the cube ain't aggressive. He tosses in a rope that quickly gets sucked into the gelatinous mass. Push a bit closer to the edge and grab the rope. I'll help pull you out. The rope doesn't get nearly close enough for you to easily take it, but if you can get to it, you might live. Listen to his voice. Dude. You struggle against the incredibly hard mass around your limbs, around everything. Strain and push. You fight, yet your muscles give out. After reaching just a little bit further. Oh my god, we're dead. The burning continues inside and around. Cleric! A faint voice calls out to you. That feeling isn't nice. The one where you're sitting, eyes fixed upon the bucket, the sour apple sticking out of it like a mountain of bad decisions. That sick and sinking feeling in your stomach. Feel sick. It was not right. But you did it. They told you to. 15. You ate 15. You probably knew it wasn't real, but you did it. And when you walked up to those kids at the bottom of the pit behind the hill center lower school with a bucket filled with 15 äppelskrutt, which is äppelskrutt is the leftovers from the apple. One of 3 unofficial districts in Norway, basically the halfling district, covered the hills, get it, on the western side of the river. They laughed, they chanted, little shits. That's when you got the nickname that stuck around until your dad died and left the hills behind. They kept saying it. When you got mad, they said it. When you played along mocking yourself, they said it. Apple Boy. Apple Boy. But wait, we didn't choose Apple Boy. What the hell? I don't understand. We took the little freak to get more charisma. Why does it keep saying that we chose the Apple Boy? It's not even the first time they're saying it. It's not even a good name. So uninspired. Yet you still try to follow them, to be nice, play nice, be a friend. Yeah, we did that. I mean, according to the backstory that we chose. Apple Boy. But eventually they just started running away. Apple Boy. Each time you would try to get closer, they would laugh and snicker and leave. And so the Apple Boy was all alone until the day he... You dumb asshole! Open your eyes. Take the damn rope! He does not enjoy seeing you be dissolved, clearly. No more apples. Ugh, damn. You push and fight against the endless pressure of this translucent force of acid and pain, and then you cling to it. Let's go! The goblin yells and pulls with all his might. Your muscle urge to stop, but the lack of pain on each limb as the escape of the cube surface causes you to continue, and finally... Damn. You pant and wheeze and cough up pieces of still sizzling cube ooze onto the dungeon floor. The pain fades. Part of that is your brain not processing the incredible horrific burns you've suffered. Next to you, the goblin laughs. Holy shit, I thought you were a goner. Not yet. Good spirits. Phew. You turn around and look at it. The massive gelatinous cube just stays entirely still. It does not move nor react to your presence. It's a weird one. I've seen a few cubes, but never one that just sits there. Really ominous, honestly. It's clear that this cube is, at the very least, not actively hostile. Punch the cube. Pet the cube! Tell me what you know about these things now. For one, they're never this passive. They also shouldn't be this big. I don't think. I've heard of them splitting and merging at times, but not to this size. Beyond that, I just know they're attached to... He stops and thinks a bit. What was it? The blood of men, powerful women, soulless freestriders, hot local goblins, foreigners. It's not clerics, is it? I swear to God, if it's clerics. He snaps his fingers. They're attracted to heat. Oh yeah, there is a... warmth. Synonym, yes. The goblin points to the glowing torch, yeah, inside the cube. I bet it has something to do with that. I wonder. What is up with that? Magic item. A torch built to burn forever. Could you get that torch, Nell? No, could you? No. For once, I agree. The goblin let out a deep sigh and looked across the surface of the jelly monster. The cube's weird, they're usually way more aggressive. The fact that we can stand here no problem means something is way off, and I bet it's that torch. Can you use your magic to grab it? There's a handful of spells that could work here. A protective shield if you wish to fight through the acid. Or Mage Hand, a possibility. Mage Hand, a common arcane cantrip, can be used to grab things from afar. Very useful. If I could find Magic Hand, then maybe that'd work. If the gel would let it go through. I could just punch on it. Push on it. What do you think we should do? He rubs his temples. For now, let's just not do anything rash. Doesn't it feel like that torch has something to do with the weird gelatinous jelly cube? It's hard to say. Warmth, it's drawn to it. Not sure what you do about it though. If you're able to reach it, then maybe you'll find out more. But that requires you to do, go inside. Could I actually reach the torch? The cube will let you walk into it. However, how far will you be able to get? If you manage to move far enough while inside, then you could reach it. Leave. Oh my god. We could eat some stuff there. We could cast, if we want to, the protective shield and then go through. But we do have a lot of other things to discover here as well, so maybe not right now. That's a dead end. You need to keep up because you're saving my ass all the time. That's a dead end. That's a skeleton. Yeah. Click. You feel the pressure change. A rushing wind causes you to be pulled just an inch further into the hallway. Then you see something opening in the walls. The goblin behind you is already in action. Damn. Hey, I did it! Oh my god. Okay. You just barely escaped the deep clutches of a skin-melting heat. Standing up, you realize the fire singed the edge of your uniform. Adrenaline leaving the system. Oh, come on! Okay, but you live. Woo! Gods damn it. Don't waltz into obvious death hallways like that. I don't need to see more of your near-death experiences. How the hell was I supposed to know? Okay, fine, I'll try to keep an eye out in the future. Yeah, good. I can't pull you out of fire every time, you know? And if you get fried, I'm screwed. So don't just don't. Now don't enter the hallway before you disable the trap, or you get roasted again. Looking back, the hallway has no marks of being filled with flames. As you dust yourself off, Snell squints at the strange paw print on the walls. Wait, I think I know this. These marks... This is where you can deactivate the trap. Let's check them out. Paw print. There are 2 faint paw prints here. One on each side of the hallway. I think traps like these are my least favorite part of the job. How can you tell the hallway is trapped? He gives you a look. It's a trap cleric. Should I touch one of them? It can't hurt. It is but the mark that a cat has left upon this wall. It cannot hurt you. Just be ready for the worst. Esoteric bullshit like that has a tendency to do stuff. Esoteric bullshit. Whenever the weird, unstable magic around your coast make things a bit too wacky, people tend to say this. Your thoughts on these paw prints? I feel like it would be very silly behavior to go around touching paw prints in the city below. But honestly, considering the strange traps I've heard of, it wouldn't surprise me if this was some bullshit puzzle. Could be something like, we have to press both of them at the same time, and that somehow deactivates the trap for a while. Do we gain anything by getting past here? He shrugs. This is outside the jurisdiction. Considering the esoteric bullshit going on down here, it's impossible to tell exactly what's behind here. But if you're looking to search deeper, this would be the way, unfortunately. It's worth a try, I suppose. What's the worst that could happen, apart from being polymorphed into a rust monster or something? That would happen, will it? Get into position. Being a man means taking risks. Let's do this. Get into position. That would never happen to me. I'm too lucky. I wish I had your confidence. You get in position and look over at your companion at the left paw. He reaches up to it after a moment of hesitation. Ew. Yeah, it is magical. But nothing more than that, he says, and puts his whole weight into it. Try pressing yours. Press on the other. Clunk. The goblin jumps back. A deep groan from the walls. Did it do something? The fuck is that ticking noise? Look around. Esoteric vibes. Your body tingles. A pressure change? Something is happening. As you peer into the hallway, you see something appear on the wall. Is it writing? At the entrance, a whirling mess of faint light forms a stable shape. Entrad en par I probaus. What a sexy tongue. Sex. Oh my god. Dwarven for number 6. Never stops being funny. Actually, it is actually same in Swedish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. It is something kind of eldritch language. How horrifying. What? No, it's just cat speech. I can read this, kind of. Impressive. Sure. He stares at the text and mumbles to himself. It says enter as a pair and be Probed? I don't want to be probed. No, wait. He snapped his fingers. It's a test. Enter the hallway in pair and be tested. A test? Sounds dangerous. No, get ready. What are you? The goblin takes a deep breath through the clenched fangs. Yeah, okay, on 3, 2, 1. Wait, on 3 or 0? Start walking. Oh my god, the 2 step forward. In hesitant unison, stern, heart beating fast. How far are we going to... Shit, stop. The text. You both stop halfway looking at the magical text on the wall. Al son divino, la puerta se abrirá. Oh gods, your companion mutters. You can read it, right? It's not like I took a formal lesson. I've just picked up on a few words here and there. He's sweating, a feeling of dread growing in his heart. A clicking sound starts to echo out in the hallway. Tick, 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 tick. Gods be damned. Okay, hold on, I got this. Tick. All son divino. Was that divine song? Tick. Puerta is door. Tick. Listen to the divine song and the door will be open. Your doom is near. The lair of a lich. Take a deep breath. Okay, cool. What the fuck does that mean? Shake the goblin. No. Yeah, very cool. It glances around the hallway erratically. The ticking is kind of a song. A rhythm, at least. That ticking. Tick, tick. It's kind of catchy. Are you supposed to dance to it? Dance, eh? Okay. Oh, fuck off. It's just rhythmic, clearly. Listen to it, you have to. Cleric. I can do this. As you do, the ticking stops. It wasn't on beat. That wasn't on beat at all. Look at your feet, Dantes now. Your companion holds his breath and stares at you. What? What did you just do? Don't think. Just go. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Come on! You give the goblin a quick glance and panic stare. He returns to yelling, go! Take, run. Oh my god. Come on, I want to succeed these. I think it's so funny to succeed. Okay, you bolt off the goblin beside you. Fire erupts behind you. It feels like an instant and forever at once. Ay, ay, ay. A pressure wave of heat hits you in the side and you pass one of the volcanic holes. And you completely lose your footing. You see the goblin overtake you as you tumble. Holy shit, then the fire envelops you. Scream. Attempt to curl into a ball. Oh, come on, please, like, come on. No, the pain is too great. This will be your grave. Yes, apparently. Oh my god. Can I eat something? Can I do a spell cast? No, step by step you move through the heat, seeing nothing, blinded by pain, but you must make it. As you get out of the fiery hallway, you see Snell rolling around the ground, tapping his jacket to put out the scorched ends. However, he quickly looks up at you, yelling, "Cleric, you're burning!" Fall to the floor and start rolling. Oh my god, the goblin helps you put out the flames as you violently roll around on the ground. As soon as you're no longer lit up, the goblin jumps up looking for other threats. Oh shit. It takes a deep breath, we're out. Gods be good, we're out. Gods favor us, Snell. Enjoy being out of the fire trap. Oh my god, come on. I failed 3 skill tests in a row. That sucks. That was horrible. I need better dice. Pant and groan on the ground and keep yourself from crying. We could have died there. The gods favor us. Cleric, look. He mutters and points to the wall once more. Another line of shifting magical text appears. Masad libres por mandato celestial. It says we can pass liberally by celestial mandate. Hell yeah, we can! Liberally? That sounds like freeze-dried bullshit. Feel terrible. Liberally, that sounds like Afghani's bullshit. Liberally sounds like something I'd support. Feel like shit. Oh my god. This isn't time nor the place to be political, Snell. Oh, first of all, that's not what this is. Second, I got it wrong. It said pass freely, I think. So I guess we can come and go as we please now. Hey, are you okay? Yeah. Lion, get up. Your companion lets out a small laugh. The type of laugh you only get after winning against an impossible odds. I'll be honest, he mutters, slumping down on the ground a bit further down the hallway. That was worse than a mass Taurisian? Infamous spell that causes all testicles around to twist, turn, and clench. Ow! It's horrific. Take a few more steps away from the hallway of doom. The goblin gaze flits around, dancing from tile to tile. Oh yeah, he wants to sit down. Finally, Snell seems to find himself more at ease. He lets out an exasperated sigh. I need a goddamn breather. Same. Join him. Yeah. With a groan, the goblin notices some soot on his jacket. He brushes it off. This isn't exactly my first trap, but we usually hire third parties to disable them. You ever hire any clerics? So you're saying you're just a bit of an expert on this stuff. Depends on who you compare me to. Rooting around in his pouch, Snell finds tiny green sphere. Oh, cute! He smacks it against the ground and it begins to flutter up into the air. That's so cute. Point at the light. What kind of glow globe is that? The Nessan kind. Sadly, it's my last one. Then the goblin leans back against the dungeon wall, making sure to check for any trap mechanisms beforehand. Look, I work mainly in Upper and Lower Tolstad. The city below is not my responsibility, usually. So apologies if I don't have this magical shifting tunnel memorized like some veteran adventurer. Apology accepted. No need to apologize. From what I've read, the city below is incredibly dangerous. And I apologize for not manifesting a divine intervention. Yeah, you should work on that. Oh my god, this looks so cute when he sits down. The old guard used to deal with the tunnels all the time, but since Earth's death, the work has been entirely relegated to the 3 goblin tribes. It's sad we clerics don't get to delve these days. Don't want to leave all the fun to you goblins. I've never seen that tunnel shift. And I've gone through a fair amount of them. I thought the shifting tunnel things was a myth. No, sad. Not sure I described the hellhole as fun. But just for future reference, this place, it's really close to the garden, right? Sure. Wasn't here a couple of months ago. Between the garden and the water lane sewers, I'm 100% sure there was a slanted hallway full of frozen spikes. We boarded them up as well as we could at the time. Boarding up. That only lasts a couple of hours. It moved around? Yeah, it moved around. All of this shit does. Oh. So it's looking different for every person going in here? Like, really? That's insane. I figured all the shifting calmed down after the conquest. It didn't. Or, I mean, from what I understand, your dear god and his paladins used to keep things clean, but nowadays it's getting weirder by the day. But hey, now that you're here, you can take on this esoteric bullshit, right? Do well and I'll buy you a beer, deal? Sure. I don't drink, Snell. Wait, right, you're not allowed. I'm not, no. Maybe a little one. Tiny glass? Tiny glass of beer? He shrugs. It's not like they have a way to check, right? No, they don't. They do? They can scan us. They scan you. Detect poison and disease. They check us sometimes. Detect poison and disease. Oh shit. I keep forgetting you're like an actual cleric. No alcohol at all, eh? Of course not. Intoxicants are the work of evil and chaos. As cleric, we must abstain to maintain our fight against discord. Plus, we cannot cloud our minds. We must remain vigilant so we can fulfill our sacred quest and make sound judgment upon our people. I don't like the taste. Oh, so you tried it at least. Those were the days. I was a wild kid. Of course, I'm not a square, Snell. I'm sure you were. But trust me, the city below is very esoteric. Nod somewhat. It's also really fucked up, which explains why your beloved city would give up the property rights to a bunch of goblins, huh? He laughs. And these last couple of years, there's been more and more Reedsian scholar going delving to study it. The old lady doesn't let them in on her turf, of course. Chasing them away is one of my many jobs. Politely, of course, I'm not some syndicate gangster. But the other tribes are more accepting for tons of coins, of course. What is your job exactly? I'm a runner and a handler of HBBT. Look at him until he actually tells you what he does. He crosses his arms. I do a ton of stuff, okay? I run errands for the old lady, anything she needs. I also make sure our operations run smoothly. Everything from the apartment rentals to the CBS. That's a shorthand for the city below security. Anything the old lady needs to, I do. So you're a gangster. So you're a custodian. So you don't fight monsters. That's what mongrels are for, and the old lady's other enforcers. My job mostly just consists of talking to people, cleric, just like we're doing right now. A lot of talking and a lot of running around. He takes a deep breath. Exactly what we're doing right now, just without the light dungeoneering. Nice work, by the way, with the trap. Don't mention it. My cat speech isn't the greatest, so I'm not sure what I expected, but we're alive, that's all that counts. He's a bit shaken up over it. As are you. You okay, by the way? No serious burns? I'm at 1 health. I'm dead. No need to visit a healer or anything? No, I'm okay. Be angsty. I'm very good at abjuration magic. It's fine. Abjuration? He scratches his chin. That's the protect tomato one, right? Ah, yes. The old tomato reference guide. They use it in schools to teach the difference between the esoteric categories. You are hungry. Understandable. No, really. We munch like several mushrooms and cinnamon buns. You have not had a vegetable for a long time. You know about the tomato cheat sheet? He smirks. Everyone knows about the tomato cheat sheet. He looks proud. But wait, is all healing magic abjuration? Abjuration. Because that's the one that protects, right? A shield is protection. But healing sounds more of a post-protection thing to me. You're questioning my esoteric knowledge? It's a bit more complicated than that. The esoteric can be malleable after all. Don't lecture. Well, prepare to lecture. No, don't lecture. Interesting. Well, I learned something new today. How lovely. So remind me, what is our goal down here? Our mission with missing witness, Frank, son of Frank. We know he went down here. It's a bit of a long shot, but something smells fishy. That man is in yellow, the explosion. We'll find something down here. Hopefully nothing that kills us too fast. He clears his throat. Or you find that missing paladin I've been reading about, Lord Gorm. You think he went down here? Honestly, I'd say so. A paladin looking to relive the glory days? I could see that. Dungeoneering for a dangerous monster, getting loot, dying in some inglorious trap. He gestures towards the fire hallway. Inglorious. That's a term used in dungeoneering magazines. You think Mr. Gorm would survive that on his own? Actually, no. You seen him? A few times over the last year, coming and going, never talked to him. He didn't seem like the type to talk with goblins, you know. Oh. You think he went... yeah, okay. I accidentally clicked. There were some scandalous comments about him in the paper last week. Yeah. About him being outed from the party, right? Look, I think they just couldn't have a missing paladin on the ticket, you know? Don't read too much into it. You think he's alive? No way. Doesn't matter how big of a paladin he is, you go down solo into a city below, and then you go missing for months. Guy's gone, no doubt. Maybe we'll find his body. That might be for the best, or we'll find a very fascinating, fancy paladin zombie. Ooh. Well, what do I know? He shrugs. You're the cleric. You're starting to get it. I am the cleric. Day by day, I'm starting to be more roguelike. No, I'm a wizard. I am the cleric. You sure are. I've been meaning to ask, but what can you tell me about Lady Sageleaf? Oh! Yay! Level up! What's there to say? She did the impossible, actually uniting the rowdy halfway tribes. Halfways tribe. Before her, we were close to being kicked out of the city. Really? Damn right. That was before my time, of course, but we had problems with our old council structure. He leans in and whispers to you, the council didn't get along. That's honestly more what I expected from a goblin tribe. No, not along. So she's a dictator. Does she have a consort of some kind? I'm guessing you enjoy working for her then. I do, cleric. It's good. How long have you been working for her? The goblin mutters to himself, looking into the distance. Damn, I guess it's been almost 10 years. Damn. I've only been a cleric for... As you pause, he raises his eyebrow. I meant to say I've been the cleric for almost about 5 years now. My Earthguard training was 3 years, and I've been at the tower for 5. He chuckles and stretches a bit. Time takes us all. Oh, 100 grocery entries. Okay. A classic line from the play Theseus about a merman who decides to swim around the coast. Swim around? It is considered bigoted by some, as it does not portray merfolk culture in any semblance of accuracy. But man, is it funny. So she's a dictator. Yeah, in a sense. Look, I'm all for democracy and modern liberal thought. He points 2 thumbs at himself. Hell, I even used to be a registered freestrider. Of course. You could tell from the start. The goblin is a moneymaker. But I don't believe in direct democracy. Bureaucracy is a curse spawned from arcanist bungholes, false and prosperous, whatever. Bureaucracy is good and just, and is spawned from great minds, not behinds. Bungholes. He gives you a tired look and clicks his tongue. Sometimes you need a strong, wise leader to unite people. I agree. Earth did the same for my folk. I disagree. Allowing one person to wield power to a degree is efficient, but can easily end in trouble for everyone. You are correct. The important part is just that the leader, A, remains wise, and B, does not leave power to corrupted idiots. Which, in the old lady's case, she remained wise, and I see no signs of changing anytime soon. Quite, yes. Alright. I can't give you an objective truth, sadly, but I know Miska Sageleaf. Miska. She is a great leader, and I'm proud to serve her. No leader rules forever. What about her succession? He looks at his claws. It's complicated. In the case of her passing, she will leave the power to the old but slightly reformed consul structure. Add B on that consul, for example. I'm one of the designated elders. Sounds like she's of the same mindset as most dictators. I'll be in charge forever. So if she dies, you'd get more power, eh? Interesting. So she's not leaving an heir? None. Lady Sageleaf has been around for over 30 years. She's going to be around for a hell of a lot longer too. Right now, we have more pressing things to worry about. Does she have a consort of some kind? Why? You interested? He laughs. No. Are you? He stops laughing. No! He looks worried. Cleric, I'm devoted to my service. Lady Sageleaf is one of the greatest goblins who's ever lived. She has no need for consorts. Neither do you. He is idolizing her. He clearly sees her more as a god than a master. And also, he's clearly got the hots for her. Hehe. Very interesting. Anyway, what about you, Cleric? What do you think about the old lady? Let's see. To be honest or to be flattering? The goblin probably does not care too much of your opinion either way, but it can be used against you. She appears to be a great leader for your people. She seems a little bit of somewhat of a pain in the buttocks. I don't like her. Frown invisibly. I have no strong opinion of your old lady. Nor do I have any strong opinion about anything. No. Pain in the butt. He lets out a hearty laugh. She can have that effect on people. For some strange reason, tall folk don't tend to enjoy being talked down to by goblins, nor women. Especially goblin women. That's horrible. Look, it doesn't really matter, but as an elder in the tribe, I can tell you as a representative of the city, Lady Sageleaf is a force of good in Norway. I can promise you that. He rubs his eyes. It's good to see this. See what? Positive interaction. Imminent. It's good to see a goblin adjusting to the Nordic life. It's good to see someone honoring his duty. It's refreshing. It's good to see this. The city and the goblin working together at last. Honoring his duty. Your companion lets out a grunt after the echo of your words dies down further down the hallway. What, you don't see honor and devotion amongst the palace these days? No, Snell, no I don't. I don't blame them. It's hard to serve a god you've never met. Of course there's honor. Shoves a thumb towards your helmet. I'm here, usually. Don't blame them. The goblin lowers his gaze. You ever met him? Him? Think for a second, then speak. Who? Earth. Oh. How interesting to see him approach such a topic. He will surely focus in on the genocides. Just casually asking if you've met a god. No, Snell. Earth faded before I was born. I never got a chance. No, of course not. I'm not that old. I never got a chance. He nods. First generation post-Earth, eh? It's for the best. Never meet your heroes, right? We guard the idea of Earth. We will continue this duty. It really sucks. The goblin leans back against the wall, glancing up at the ceiling. I always hated Earth. Excuse me? He scratches his nose. I grew up being told to be grateful. But let me ask you this, Cleric. If you were the last of your kind, one of maybe 8,000 or 9,000 humans left in the world, and you were then told to be grateful to be alive just because the same monster that destroyed your entire culture also decided to let you live for some reason, would you be grateful? Is this about the conquest? Earth did kill many goblins then. The correct way of referring to the historical events in which humans founded Norwich. Most humans, however, refer to it as the reconquest. You're talking about the conquest. There aren't many human left in the world either, Snow. You're talking about the conquest. He lets out a mocking laugh. Yes, I am. You know, the goblin genocide, like those scholars tend to call it. Aren't many humans left in the world either, Snow. Sure. The goblin looks at you for a moment and nods. What is it, like 80% wiped out during the Coast War? 90? I read about it. Sounds terrible. It was. I wasn't there, of course, nor were my ancestors, my people, all left before the worst of it. We brought it upon ourselves. We are the last bastion of humanity. Are you being... Okay, no. We brought it upon ourselves. I don't know. He takes a deep breath. I suppose you could view the Arcanist as a sort of outside force that caused the whole thing, but you'd know damn well that they were humans too. Men caused their own oblivion. That's a shallow way to look at it. There's some agency in that, yes, some blame. Human, goblin, it doesn't matter, we're all people. I do not consider myself in any way responsible for these tragedies. For those tragedies, I don't believe it's healthy to hold that over your own head. I think it all comes down to what we've got today then. We have a city at least. We didn't even get to keep our language. But whatever. I guess I should just be grateful. Grateful. The goblin stares at you. You can be grateful. If you were allowed to live, it was probably because you did something the dead ones didn't. The goblin wants you to tell him you'd share his anger, obviously. I would be grateful. No. I would hate the monster who destroyed my people. I would be confused. I would be careful. I don't know what I would feel. It would be a death of the soul. I don't care. This is something for goblins to think about, not men. Death of the soul. A collective soul of sorts. Snell clicks his tongue and gets up. Every goblin asks themselves that question. To be a Cran or not to be a Cran. We all got different answers. What to do when the past is erased? He groans and shakes his legs a bit. They must have fallen asleep from sitting on the dungeon floor. Some focus on building something, culturally or politically. Some try to get rich on this new freestrider world. Some of us, his voice trails off as he stares into the fiery hallway. You hate Earth. The goblin nods. A little bit of hate, yeah. But afterwards I only do one thing, cleric. I serve Lady Sageleaf. Snell turns back to you, his expression calm, collected. That's enough for me. That could have gone worse. But yeah, probably smart to not talk genocide with the guy whose entire culture was erased like, what, 50 years ago? Wait, oh shit, it's literally the 50-year anniversary this year. That's crazy. Anyway, don't mention that. Or any of this again. It'll probably be happiest if you just listen and take it like a good little Lascalist or something. Nod. Your companion looks at you for a while. His yellow eyes seem to behold you, seeking another answer. This one's on me. What? This, short dressed. It's on me. Huh? Well, thank you, lovely. Despite the sprite light fizzles out just in time. I'm good to go. Get up and get going. Ooh-wee. Okay, something's off here. Oh my god. Okay, you know... How many points? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus we have one that's capping it, I guess. Yeah. Okay. No. Okay, we do have a lot of charisma, but okay, so what do we think? I'm thinking we're gonna bump up dexterity. And just gonna go for that. Because I do like that. Damn. Oh, crates. Huh. So much food. Sewers, okay. Good. There's a potion of healing amongst the empty bottles. Take it. Damn, you have to stand all the way over there. Okay, take it. Can we open this? One-way door. Okay. You think we can find a crate where you hide? Where he hid? Wait. So the sewers below the water lane. Okay. A grill. Some crates. Esoteric stove. At the end of the sewer path you encounter a stove. Around it sits some crates. There's an alligator swimming in the water. Oh my god. And what looks like a ragged bedroll. This is a camp. Who camps in the sewers? We got ourselves a big sewer rat here, big enough to camp and cook. The goblin looks around the dark, damp tunnel. I don't like this one bit. Feel the stove. It's not entirely cold. Recent, huh? Is it normal to camp in a place like this? No, cleric. Norvik sewers are notoriously dangerous. No sane person would rest here or survive. Look around. Some rats scurrying around the corner, nothing else. What are these crates? Leaning in, you see the symbol hatched into the corner of the woods. A2BT. Huh. The goblin inspects them as well. We've had shipments going missing in the water lane in periods. Now I know where they ended up. He taps the crate. Spices. He taps another. Potatoes. Potatoes. Yes, it's food crates. Food. Just food. Over time it's been a lot. Yeah, these crates hold food. Why food? Where would they get these crates from? Why food in the sewers? A foolish question. Obviously the rats are eating it. So this is how they got the pest into the bookshop. Due to the esoteric nature of the city below, the sewer lane must have transformed them into a ruthless, intelligent criminal hell-bent on taking over this crumbling city of yours. I've been trying to nail these thieves for a while. Figured it was some organized thing, and considering the size of this hall, it's got to be. And you never thought to check the sewers? Of course not. It's not even connected to the water lane except for the water flow, and that's... He stops and squints at the water. Those motherfuckers. You see what they're doing? No clue. They've been dumping crates into the water flow, then catching them down here, probably with a net or something. The goblin glances around the tunnel. Diabolical. I'd be impressed if it wasn't my job to keep track of this shit. A hunter. Why food? You know, I've been asking myself that very question. And I could never quite figure it out. But look, the goblin shoves the loose lid of the crate, revealing an empty inside. Maybe there's a colony of sewer folks eating this stuff. Oh gods, they got a mega monster down here. Could they be shipping it somewhere else? Doesn't look like it. Whatever they're doing has been eaten here. The goblin shudders. Oh, I didn't see the guy standing there. Fucking great. How polite of him to wait for us to talk. This is making me hungry. Really? You? He's calling you a spitely and weak or something. Why do you act surprised? I'm a human who eats food. That's normal. Yes? No, it's just... I haven't seen you eat anything but apples, I think. Cinnamon buns? Mushrooms? No? I think I had some mushrooms off the wall too. Right. Not a pretty sight. But look, I just assumed you weren't the type to get hungry. Of course I do. I'm normal. Guess I'm not exactly a foodie. That does explain it a bit. Oh god. Right behind. So what do you pose? Should we keep guard and see who comes back? Possibly. We could also go and get back up. I know we're on the tea shop mission, but... Let him continue. He's just standing there menacingly. This is kind of a big deal for the halfways. Lady Sageleaf will be happy to finally get this thorn cut down. We should go get back up. We don't have time for that. We should get back up. Yeah, probably the best. I somehow have the feeling that whatever is eating all of this won't be happy about finding the stash. Your very flesh. Your companion gasps for air as he glances back. Cried hungers. Turn around. The goblin's already on the move, his sling loaded, spinning, aiming. Oh god. To see a hunt come to Kraid. How good. What is that? You watch the hulk of mass of flesh and wet scales rising from the shadows of the sewer. He looks super cool. Ow. It towers over you. Its gasping maw widens into what could be construed as a mocking smirk. Oh my god. Be last in initiative. Yeah, Earth bless your soul. Sling creates an incredible sound echoing down the tunnel. He lets his stone fly in a powerful blasts. The projectile hits the monster right in the neck, causing him to let out an angry growl. As if all the playful toying with his food is suddenly over, the croc-like creature lunges forward. Silent and focused, he reaches your face and entire body and enveloping you in its maw. Holy crap! Then he bites down. Dude. We should have leveled more before we got down here. You manage to squirm down out of its grip before it rips your being into shreds. Blood is lost. You can't let that happen again. Shit. What? Bow down before it's too late. You are food. There's not much time. My life is yours, peace. But if there's any chance to de-escalate, do it now. Stop! We've come to bargain. Kill it, Snell. No. We've come to bargain. It stares at you with cold, blank eyes, yet it does not strike. The goblin hesitates. Inches away, the croc creature makes a deep growling sound. It sounds annoyed. No hunt, no struggle. Grah. A frustrated shriek. Fight like rabid. He gives you a shove with his claw. The goblin sends a quick glance between you two. No, I don't want to. Stop attacking me, citizen. Kraid is not a citizen. Kraid hunts. I don't think those two are exclusionary. Well, I don't want to be hunted, so stop. Gah. Kraid is bored. You are cleric, no? Oh my god, the goblin takes a deep... No, I don't want to. Stop biting me. The goblin takes a deep breath. Oh my god, that reminds me. We were playing D&D. And we came across this, like a ghost. And she was so effing powerful. She was just like wiping the party. Everybody was just getting so hurt. And I was playing a bard. And I was like, okay, you know what? I don't want to attack her. I want to try to talk with her. And I started talking with her like I was her lost sister. And it was just so fucking funny, the whole thing. And in the end, she gave me her weapon or something, I don't remember. And she disappeared to her plane. She asked me to come along. I was like, no, sister. I have so much here to live for. I have to finish my mission. And then the dungeon master, he told me afterwards that she had like 3 HP left or something. I was like, fuck me. But it was funny, I got a weapon. The goblin takes a deep breath, then he hisses at you under his breath. Do not push your luck. Yes, you know me. I am the cleric, yes. Get it right. You know me. Do not be trouble. And Kraid will not be trouble. Okay. The beast lumbers over the encampment. You look on, taking heavy breaths. Snell leans on his knee. He appears to be shaking. Adrenaline running out. Weak knees. This is goal. Kraid sits down on a crate in front of a little stovetop. Hunt is down for daytime. Now is rest. Now cooking. What in the world have you stumbled upon here? Gulp and approach his camp. Oh my god. Hold on. Do we eat something or do we heal? I mean, we could heal. Oh, only 4. Well, that's better than nothing. Ooh. Nice. Level 11? Holy crap. Yeah. I don't know. Where's my level? I didn't pay attention. 2700 XP for the next level. Oh my god. That's crazy. Okay. A mad flesh-eating beast of yore from the swamp of Hakesea. Ah, okay. Why he hasn't eaten you yet, you do not know. A masterful chef, his passion is cooking. Fried stewed, pickled or pickled boiled, Kraid knows it all and his palate is expansive, you included. His restraint is not from ethics or nor kindness. This is a monster spawned from generations of hunters inflicted by the red mist of the tree of the spiral. Hags made him this. He is birthed from evil. Hello. Oh, that's such a good sound. Oh my god. The hulking beast looks at you with a deep hunger. Your gut biome quivers. Craig greets human. Have you seen a man in yellow going past here? Kraid has seen this, yes. Oh, you have? Yes. Kraid saw human in yellow go past. Kraid meant to eat such fancy human, but this human was fast and turned invisible before Kraid could approach. Huh? Kraid did hear fancy yellow human speak to self whilst walking past. Human said, "Where is this damn secret passage again?" A secret passage. Oh, I love that. Where? Kraid does not know. So he went into the dungeon. Fancy human came from southeastern cavern going into dungeon. Yes. Alright, thanks for the info. The monster smirks, or it makes no expression at all because it's always smirking. What do you hunt down here? Many things. Kraid dive and stalk. There is a wild land below, far deep dark. Deep dark down deep dark? You find anything good down here? Yes. Kraid takes many trophies, from big chicken to little drake, and those of many teeth and eyes. Most are not tasty, some very. He glances at your companion. You. The goblin does a comically loud gulp. He tries to play it off. Nice. Little green man, you are not tasty and not even fun to hunt, but you look spicy. Crispy? I guess it does look spicy. He holds up a hand. It looks moldy, if anything, then. If I'm going to judge his look from a standpoint of food. He holds up his hand and a stern face. I can assure you, I am not. The croc lets out an amused growl. But not above here, right? You stay out of the city? Yes. Craig hunts in the wilds. Urban sprawl is too easy. When Craig has mission, the hunt begins. Mission? The croc smirks. Craig says nothing. The goblin leans towards you and whispers, "Don't." Where else do you hunt? Craig hunts everywhere he pleases. This land is good for sport. Great beast roam and many fresh challenge awaits. When Craig is on the hunt, he goes far. Great, good to know. He let out another short growl. Does Rat really seem to like you? Yes. Rat is a little thing, which I remember from home. Big Rat, those were great friends. Oh, you had big rats where you're from? He let out a happy growl. Big mushroom swamp rats, the gayest of little rodents. I hunt as little, then as big I follow, I learn. Big Rat is great hunter. Little Rat has much to learn, but they will. They will. That's great. He turns to you and whispers, "Let's not get too friendly with the rat-loving killer or croc, okay?" I found this rat. Show him the white rat. The monster stares at you as you hold up the white rat in an uncomfortable grip. Kraid sees that. There are 5 of them. Oh, they make a lot of noise when they come around. Oh, shit. Put the rat back in your pouch. I guess I'll have to find all 5. But why? It's a quest. Who gave you the quest? I'm not sure. Then you should probably reconsider before you head out on rat hunting missions, since nobody has promised you to pay for it. Well, so yeah, think about that. Crate keeps grilling. Snell, what should we do about the crate situation? Honestly, he whispers to you, it's not a good idea to start shit here. The whole stolen shipment thing is an issue, yes. But the halfways do not have the resources to deal with this solid unit of beast right now. What if I ask him to stop? The goblin gives you a surprising neutral expression. Politely? What, you don't think I could do it? Very polite. Oh. Okay. Right, you're battling against a hungry beast here, but not just that, you're also facing what could only be described as a connoisseur. You're kidding. Not this time. You'll need to offer a bargain, some better, nicer cooking supplies than average HVBT stock. Ah, you mean... oh yes, you mean... Great. I wish to inform you that you are getting subpar goods here. Subpar? Those crates, they're all from Halfway Bridge Tribe. If you're looking for better goods, I would strongly suggest focusing on another target. The beast leans in and glares at you. Kraid wished to know where would better goods be found? Tell me about the dwarven vessels? They won't miss a few crates. The Free Striders have a warehouse on Waterlane. Oh my god. Oh my god, the city official imports go through the bottom view, you know, the other side of Waterlane. I know there's a dwarven importer-exporter located along the port. They're connected to VK Dvärgby. Dude, okay. Importer, exporter, Kraid has seen these dwarves. Yes, he growls. They have better, fresher food and more exotic stuff too. You'll definitely want to focus on them instead of these cheap goblin crates. Maybe Kraid will. The supply is getting stale. Wow, nice job, the goblin whispers to you. That's probably as much as we could have hoped for. Redirection! So you're a chef, eh? Yes. Cleric is hungry. Kraid offer. Slog dog. Sausage made from gamey meat scraps. A classic among hunters on the coast. The beast holds one of the strange sausage-shaped meat pieces. Slog dog. Slog dog. Slog dog? Stares at the meat. Slog dog. It's slog dog, yes. Oh no. You want a slog dog, Snail? I'm good. Mystery meat could contain anything. Beware. I mean, inspect the meat. You spend a few seconds looking it over, but you cannot tell exactly what it's made of. You have no idea. What's in it? Meat. Yeah, I could tell. The beast holds it out in front of you. Oh! Oops. You wrap your gloved hands around the sausage with a firm grip. The smell hits you first, a foul stench. It turns in your stomach. Take a bite. You don't chew, you only swallow. Take another bite. Before you do, your body begins to shake. It is... oh my god. Coming back. Stop eating the slog dog. Kraid see. Cleric does not stomach. He let out a deep laugh. Oh my god. Not sure what you were expecting. Okay, maybe later. He growls and eats the sausage himself.